you guys are the reason I'm not gonna be able to do my math problem.
So I'm gonna reintroduce the crowd. So podcast audience, you're joking about a math problem when we started.
Oh, yeah. We're nerds.
Welcome to Command Prompt Comedy, episode 10, 11,
8,
12, 13,
no,
14, or whatever. It's like 8,
exactly
9, and 10 or something like that.
8, 9, and 10.
And we are here joining you guys. The live stream audience is joining us through a mobile phone. Thank you, YouTube Live, over a mobile phone. That is really a handy function of YouTube's app. This show is a show that is, I gotta do the intro this time. I gotta remember to do the intro today.
Yeah.
You can eat it on a box, you can eat it with a fox, you can get your tech news and eat it too. This is Command Prompt Comedy. All the views and discretion in this video are not in the point of view of Project DeepMind, and we do not associate with, we don't associate our products with any of the reviews in this video. And along with that, I guess...
Prepare for loud noises.
Prepare for loud noises, because I forgot what I was just about to say. Also, the thing was 101 just a second ago, and I thought, IOI. If you've ever seen Ready Player One, we probably just spoiled 80% of the movie for you.
Well, actually, that's literally
IOI
introduced. That is introduced.
No, don't go to CapitalOne.com. My computer is having issues. I'm having issues.
If you're new, we get all our news, most of our news from The Verge. Yep. Which so far has not been wrong about anything. Yeah.
Here's the first thing of tech news. Portal from Facebook. The Facebook thing we talked about it in one of our other episodes, but there's Facebook was going to create something similar to an Amazon Echo that all pretty much it does is video calling. Well, it looks like it's here. Yeah, it looks like it's here. You can go buy it now. I'll try and find it and scour for a link, but I just see an ad on The Verge. So not even really on The Verge's page, but it's out now.
Now that I see the reason why people don't like using YouTube Live, or at least on a phone that isn't set up to be recording, because then I can't see if I'm actually loud enough. So basically, if I'm not loud enough, then guess what? Yeah, that's true.
That is
1/3 of the commentary is gone.
Yeah.
That or it's just really awkward.
It's just me talking, and try not to blab my mouth.
Can hear Michael. I'm sure they can hear me.
I think they can hear. Okay, well, shut up. And talk at a normal volume right now.
I am talking at a normal volume right now. I am talking at a normal volume right now.
I am talking at an extremely loud volume right now. Welcome to the show. All right, so the first...
I'm not going to disclose too much information, but we are in a library meeting room, so...
Yeah, we're in a library meeting room.
We should probably keep it down a little bit.
Yeah, we should. There's nobody out in the library, though.
Yeah. Nobody reads
They're being
books.
so loud over there.
Nobody reads books
You know how loud they're being? They're banging against the wall, and it's there's not very good noise suppression.
I don't know if it's just my OCD, but everybody...
Yeah, guys, across the thing, if you can hear me right now, please stop banging against the wall. We're trying to record something.
Dude, they're probably kids. They probably will take that as a joke and start banging up the...
Yeah, I'm probably sure about that.
One of the... Okay, I'm going to... Everybody that's watching on YouTube Live right now, I'm really annoyed because look at this room. It's not a perfect square or rectangle. It's literally a quadrilateral. You think my knowledge? No, so basically,
Um,
a trapezoid. Trapezoid, sorry, and it's quadrilateral.
It
could be either. But anyway,
and we'll have an extended episode probably tomorrow as well.
Look at that.
It's such a weird room.
Anyway.
Anyways, also be sure to tune into us tomorrow and check your podcast app because there might be another one that's labeled the same thing. We're probably going to extend this podcast between 2 days, which is really weird. We actually haven't done this before, but we're probably extending it to 2 days because we're doing.
And everybody that's on Anchor, there's always some sort of weird 10-second ending to the YouTube Live that is usually exclusive. Also, there's a live stream. And there's people who's watching live stream. There's an Anchor.
Yep, and
also I'm talking very low. I just realized.
Yeah, I mean, so there's a weird end to usually the everyday. Usually it's either me singing Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Ashley.
I'm sorry, Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, or I'm singing some stupid meme on the internet. So we'll see what it is going to be today. Maybe it's going to be 9cat. We're not sure. But make sure to check the YouTube video that's been DVR recorded for you. I do have to say, I know it's been 3 weeks, but there hasn't been much happening in the tech world. I mean, there's a lot of news stories, but none of them are groundbreaking. Google had their event.
Yeah,
now their products,
Samsung
all of their
ago, but I don't think we ever covered that.
Yeah, so we're kind of behind. Samsung had their event. They released the Note 9 with Fortnite, which everyone hated.
and they released their new foldable phone idea.
They also released that too at the
And
event.
the S10 details.
And the S10 details. At that event, they released the new Galaxy Note 9, which some of you probably are watching this on at this point. We both have S8s. Mine's actually modded to be sort of like a Google Pixel, so that's kind of weird. Mine's a little bit different, but theirs is just a standard Samsung flavored UI. I don't even know what they call it. They used to call it TouchWiz a while back. Now it's like Samsung Experience or something. I'm not exactly sure. Back in the day when I used to have a Samsung phone, before I went to a Motorola and then to LG, then back to Samsung, it used to be called TouchWiz, and that sounded like an awful name. Like, are you implying that your products?
It's not.
Are you implying that your products are that bad? And I guess Samsung was, because TouchWiz was pretty awful. But anyways, we better get with the tech news now. Snapchat brings a camera to the desktop to add filters to a streaming video.
I don't like this. I don't like that at all.
So, if you like Snapchat filters and you like live streams and you sound kind of like this and you Snapchat quite a lot,
Quit that.
then
Cut that off.
this is the thing for you.
If we can edit live videos, then there you go.
So apparently, how this is funny. How The Verge states it is conference calls at Project DeepMind, or I'm putting Project DeepMind into this, but conference calls at Project DeepMind are going to be lit. You're going to find me you're going to find me one day on a Hangouts Meets call with just a dog face. Or heck, I could even be I could even be Fortnite default dancing. Who knows?
No.
Okay.
These guys absolutely hate both. So
Guys,
that's good.
if you are a tech nerd and this is the best thing that I've ever seen created in the recent months, that you can access right now, Google, if you use like a lot of shortcuts a lot, just type into your address bar doc.new or slide.new or form.new or something. Watch this magic.
Oh my gosh. That's actually really handy.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Or like doc.
If you just type in doc.new, it automatically opens a new document.
I'm probably adding so many documents to my Project DeepMind account doing this.
I don't
Well,
think
since
so.
they're untitled, they're not going to
I
save.
know my Google. I'm pretty sure they don't.
No, they
add
do
the-
save.
Oh,
they
if,
don't.
if
add-
you don't edit them, then they don't
Yeah,
save.
they don't save. I don't think. Sheets.new slideshow.new.
I saw that was going to happen, but I didn't know that
There's
that was
even
actually something in connection.
site.new or
We have
sites.new.
so many emails that I just got like within the last hour because I had to set up our MX server and they finally came through.
There's even sites.new.
You can make it a Google site. Cool. Okay, that's
Anyway,
neat.
that's pretty
That's weird that we just kind of
Tiny
figured
little
that
thing.
out.
That's cool.
I
But-
just, like, this is something that you want to expand on that Snapchat thing, or...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you
So the
explain
company decided to launch this. It says it has over 2,500 or 25,000 lenses that have been submitted using the submitted to date using Lens Studio, a collective thing. It's been viewed like 15 times. It's bringing the AR experiences to desktop. Basically, what you can do is and this guy is playing League of Legends.
Oh
That's
gosh, that gives me such a headache.
You can play League of Legends, and then your head could be exploding
fire,
panda
apparently.
bear. I'm not exactly sure what this picture is, but you can.
We don't use Snapchat, none of us.
Yeah, none of us do. Well, you guys have Snapchat. I don't.
He
but
technically
I don't
did,
use
but
it.
the only
But-
reason he got it was for
To
robotics
try a
thing.
filter for our thing, see if it was breaking. It's probably too much to expect. The Snap camera will introduce Snapchat to a new generation of users. Yes, it will introduce a new generation of users, aka my dad, who figures out how to use a computer properly. Visit the website, download the application,
And
jump on a
accidentally get
WebEx
1,000
call. Jumps on a WebEx call, and he's in a meeting with a dog on his face. I just think this
Oh,
is
that
really
would be
silly
amazing.
and kind
I
of
would do that
stupid,
now.
but hey, whatever. It's good for you.
I
Whatever.
should
I don't
sometimes
care.
bring that up. Like, just a video call your dad when he's on his work break and have him activate the Snapchat filter.
That'd be horrible.
So-
That'd be awesome. There's also
Anyways, it's so Google's camera, the night sight feature on the new Pixel 3 is actually amazing a ton of people. It works really well. We're not exactly sure the dark magic that lies behind it,
Is it dark?
but
Magic?
the dark magic that lies behind it. But yeah. Oh, geez.
So,
yeah, so that's kind of, it looks really nice.
yeah, I
It
was
is Pixel 3.
Oh wait, no, that's a different thing. That's about TikTok. Yeah, I just gotta
just
say,
saw that,
I'm
yeah.
annoyed about TikTok. It's
Okay.
so popular and annoying.
Okay, Musically, which was an app that
That's even worse.
Musically, which was an app that I actually used for a while, back when it was used for music videos. People would actually post relevant music videos. Then it just became a pool of
It's like
disgusting.
just a bunch of, it's like
memes.
Snapchat.
It's
over
like a
again.
bunch of teenagers, Miley.
Snapchat mixed with iFunny.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's just a bunch of teenagers getting a little too crazy with it. And even there's this other application called Live.me on the App Store.
Oh, yeah.
That one's just weird too. Like, why would you want to do that?
And all three of them are kind of...
Then TikTok was bought, or I'm sorry, Musical.ly failed horribly, obviously because music videos.
Yeah.
They couldn't just do music.
Then they saw the opportunity
So
to turn...
then TikTok, which is a Hong Kong-based company, decided to pick up on the opportunity of taking the Musical.ly brand and then changing it to TikTok, including Musical.ly. Now, that is a disaster. That has spiraled from videos of literally people choking babies and young children.
Yeah, I know.
And a bunch of other things that are just
TikTok's
terrible.
and just like
I
along
don't
with
like
the
it.
other two are just.
I don't like it.
I've actually never used them, but I've seen enough advertisements to know. Because I get an advertisement about TikTok or Musical.ly or
Every single time I open
or
YouTube.
Live.me, pretty much.
Every time I open YouTube, at least once. So apparently, Facebook, the company that I'm soon probably going to be taking our listing down from, thinks that it's a good idea to make a TikTok equivalent. Facebook, if you're listening to this and you're watching this and you see the Project DeepMind page, A, please don't delist us. We actually kind of need that. And two, that is a bad idea. That was such a bad idea. It wasn't really even a great idea from the start. So rethink
Yes.
possible. I'm stealing
Yes,
I'm stealing the old AT&T slogan.
Yeah.
There as well. It started with Facebook Live and now it's continuing to Facebook Live with a bit of Musical.ly.
If it wasn't like because the thing is though is that TikTok was a bunch of like teenagers that also got out of hand. Kind of like it's as if Musical.ly people went to TikTok and did the same thing. But the thing is, Facebook is a little bit older people, so if I actually use Facebook, will probably use it, but only because there's not enough teenagers to make it bad.
Speaking speaking of things that are new and like breaches and stuff, while we're on the topic of social media companies, Facebook has been hacked again. I think we missed that in one of the weeks.
I'm sure
Facebook,
it's been hacked a few times.
It's been hacked a few times. Mark Zuckerberg isn't really giving us the details. There's been a high increase of the word Zuck being used in search terms on Google, apparently.
Like
I actually
two
did look
Cs?
that up. I was bored. Yeah, with 2 C's. Not the inappropriate one, but one with 2 C's. Zuckerberg hasn't come out and really said anything about Facebook.
But here's the interesting thing. I have this thing pulled up, and with all the breaches in security in Facebook, I would be surprised that they even thought of this in the first place before their security breaches. But Facebook is building its own AR glasses.
Yeah, I don't think that's
And that's not new, but they seem to be like more.
They're doing more with their VR division. They acquired Oculus a few years ago.
Yeah, according to Zuckerberg, that's kind of what their like
main goal is going to be.
No, let me see if I can find the quote.
Okay.
It says I'm quoting Verge about quoting Zuckerberg, but CEO Mark Zuckerberg spoke about AR as the ultimate endpoint for the company's current efforts in VR.
Yeah.
What's the endpoint? They didn't even get to the VR part.
Yeah, I mean, they acquired Oculus.
Functional, nice VR.
Right. I mean, they acquired Oculus, which we know, and I think was the logical next step. Now, here's the thing. Not Microsoft. Facebook. You get your priorities straight. If you're going to be selling your social media network to users of millions and millions,
they have sold all of their.
They should figure out a way to get
Sure
that.
Nobody created any more Facebook website, or, what was that?
Oh, did our live stream just go off?
Crashed.
Oh, our live stream just crashed. I'm sorry, live stream audience. We'll try that again. Resume.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. We lost you there. Don't worry.
As I was saying,
we're back to the next. You say again what you're gonna say.
As I was saying, I'm not like the biggest expert on business and stuff. I mean, to be honest, but I would feel like if I had 5 or if there was a large consecutive amount of data breaches into my business / website, I might want to deal with that before I go and create AR technology.
Especially when there's a lot of
I'd probably fix the data breaches and then get everybody's trust back, and then continue on with this AR thing.
Especially when there's a lot of people using their website.
Yeah, and I mean, these are people that are like very valued about their data. Next thing is Google. This is horrible. I I think everyone who signed up for a Google account between the years of 2010 and 2000, well now, sort of, has gotten this message, and it used to be worse back in the day in 2010 because YouTube wouldn't let you comment without Google's obvious failed attempt at making a social media network, Google Plus. Then they've had others in the past like Google Buzz, which I actually kind of liked, Orkut, which was only used in like the Indian market, in India. It was really specific to a region that Orkut was used, and it was heavily. And then the last one, Google Wave, which failed before it even launched, and then Google Plus, which is the most recent attempt. Google actually, there's a big breach with a bunch of the application OAuth 2, like, we would say Google, or we want to connect with Google Plus, or like you need to connect your Google account to Google Plus. We do that here, both at the office and the thing, but we connect via Google, not through Google Plus. And Google Plus had a big breach recently of tons of users' data, email addresses, contacts lists, everything, pictures, everything like that being breached, and yeah, and now they are quietly shutting down Google Plus. Nobody knew that this happened until some news firm, somebody got some information somehow. I'm not exactly sure how, and was able to exploit this. And everyone's pretty furious at Google. Google's response to this issue was, we knew what the issue was. We've taken care of it. And we are now shutting down Google Plus. Well, that's not a great answer because now tons of users' data is gone. Now their email addresses have been switched. I'm sure a lot of my stuff was out there. I never really signed up for Google Plus, but I'm sure. I think for a while, Google would automatically sign you up for Google Plus, and it was really annoying because that was the only way you could comment. Then they took that away in 2018 and 2015 because not many people were using Google Plus, and they were furious about that, and they split YouTube off into kind of the separate entity at that time, not really showing that it was really truly a Google product. And now they've kind of tied it back into Google's services and stuff, which is really weird. But now they've changed. You've seen it recently. Is they changed. When it says login with Google Plus, or where it used to say login, now it just says login with Google, and it just brings you to the Google OAuth window, which is really strange. So whatever the case, Google Plus is dead. So we'll see how Blogger goes, because I actually run a Blogger page that, and I haven't told you guys about this, but I run a Blogger page where I send out like pictures. I have like a photography blog that I do. And that required me to sign up for Google Plus. I don't use it. I hate using social media in general, so it just signed me up, and then I never had to touch it again. So I'm glad. But I'm wondering what that functionality will look like. Is if Blogger will take away that Google Plus component and just give me a standard blog account, or how that's going to go. Google, think about that. But apparently it's supposed to go down sometime in January or March, between January and March. I've seen mixed kind of results about when that's supposed to go down.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to go for a 10-minute roundup because we don't have very much time before our the thing. So I'm going to go with a little 10-minute roundup. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah. Microsoft Teams is not free. This ad is a lie. Let's go through the things real quick, though. And there's some things about, this is specifically about Google, so I'm a complete liar. This is only going to be about Google. Android Nearby notifications were turned off. So if you know what Nearby is, basically a bunch of beacons could be put places. Your phone would pick up on them. They're Bluetooth beacons. And they would send you a notification. Yeah, there's a lot of spam with that. I walked into a mall one time and I got through over 3,287 notifications because they placed a beacon like every single, like not even 5 seconds. And it would pick up on all the beacons. And yeah, it basically crashed my phone. It crashed the Nearby app. So they're turning off the notifications for that. So you have to go into Nearby to see stuff. I wish Google would just get rid of that.
Google Play is upgrading your movie purchases to 4K for free.
That's sweet, because I use Google Play Movies, and I have a 4K TV. I didn't even see that. Where did you see that? That's cool. That's good to know.
I've never used Yelp, but I'm pretty sure they have a system where you can actually follow the businesses, but Google Maps is also introducing something like that.
Yelp does not have that yet. I'm a Yelp expert, sort of.
Well, okay, then Yelp needs to get with the program.
Google Maps allows you to follow your go-to locations.
Which I'm assuming it's pretty basic. You just have a Google. Any Google. Well, never mind.
Android Fraud Ring.
If you have it downloaded on your phone, I'm assuming it's going to give you notifications.
Android Fraud Ring was stealing millions in fake ad revenue.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's normal.
I mean, anything that is like a huge network of people is bound to have some problems.
This is great. Google mandates that 2 years of security updates for popular phones in the new Android contract. So, you have a new Android phone, you're going to get security updates for a long time. This includes our S8s. So, our S8s are going to continue to get those good old security updates. Doesn't guarantee software updates that you should get a Pixel for, but yeah. Also, Google Podcasts, this is actually directly ties into what we do, hasn't been loading for some users. So if you haven't been able to listen to reruns of Command Prompt Comedy, I'm sorry. Good thing we didn't post an episode the last couple of weeks, because apparently users are still having some issues with loading.
Okay, well, actually, you know what? We haven't been busy. We just knew about that problem.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
We'll
no,
just lie about
Not
that.
at all. We're just busy recently. We have a bunch of classes and stuff. We'll take
Right.
special ones.
Yes.
Not,
And
not.
last but not least,
I ruined that.
Google is making it easier to clear your search history. So if you're paranoid about looking up that one thing that you probably shouldn't have been looking up in the first place, Google makes it easier to clear your history. Although you still
In
need...
which way? How do you make it easier? Because isn't
You
it
just
technically
click the dots
already
and then
pretty
you-
easy?
Yes,
Like the
but
dots
for people
on
like
history,
for
so-
people who are like my parents and they're like, we don't really know how to clear this. I always have to clear it for them, and that's just because they don't know how, because it's hidden under 3 menus and you have to click some weirdness.
True,
Um,
but
so
it's still
I'm-
technically kind of easy.
I'm glad Google's making this easier because more people are going to be in control of their data, which makes sense because privacy is the best policy. We'll go with
Well,
that.
I mean, if you have something that's a little sketchy and you don't want to be like, for some reason, anyone to see, just use incognito.
Frick.
Yep.
Wait, hold on.
And last but not least, a couple other things is that Google Pixel 3 supports fast charging only on Google-approved chargers. We don't know what that list is.
I guess we should probably end it.
Whoa.
Pixel phones can use Android Wear smartwatches as the camera viewfinder. That's been a feature for a long time. Then they removed it for a short period of time. So I don't know why that's
I'm
new
pretty sure that's
news.
concept art, isn't it?
No, wait, hold on. Watch.
That looks
This is
stupid.
horrible. Google's Google's news application, their new one, is actually sucking up gigabytes of background data without users noticing. I saw there's a Google News update that fixed that.
By the way, I did not know that Google had its own news thing. I did know that you have to have the news, like they had to have some sort of news software for your like
Different
phone
algorithm.
your Google Assistant to have a news thing. But I didn't know you can actually type in news.google.com and there's like headlines and everything. I don't know what kind of bias stuff.
Look at this.
I don't know how biased they are.
And this is cool. YouTube apologizes for YouTube TV being down. So YouTube and YouTube TV being down.
Aaron.
Remember that? That was good.
Oh, yeah.
They credit their users a free week of YouTube TV. You don't have to pay for that week. It's free. So cool.
Okay,
Good on you, Google. I think that's all I have for me. So I will pass it off to
Aaron.
Matthew.
I think I found
Michael, if you could.
I think I've seen the most cursed GIF or GIF, whatever you say. I think I've ever seen.
No, please. Wow. that-
Samsung teases a reveal for its foldable dual screen smartphone. I don't think you can see that, but
I don't
you can kind of. That's like opening a book. Imagine somebody grabs out their
Yeah.
phone, they open it like a book.
Yeah, it's like, man, why does your phone look like a laptop? Anyways.
That is cool. I can do that.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us in this episode of Command Prompt Comedy.
Guys,
To
we
continue
gotta kill,
this.
like, we probably got killed 2 minutes. At
I
least
gotta
a
do my
minute.
math.
Well, we know how to kill. We know how to kill 2 minutes. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Command Prompt Comedy. To continue viewing this episode, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. To watch the other I almost said coplanar. Too much math. The other corresponding episode to this episode, please wait until tomorrow if you're watching this live, or it should already be up on YouTube. You can click the sidebar. It's probably over there. Oh,
Knowing
wait.
us, we'll probably never get
Oh,
around to
over
doing
there.
it somehow.
Well, tomorrow actually I'm free. So, yeah.
Have you guys
So-
seen the Oppo Find X?
That is it for this episode.
What's the what?
Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for joining us on this episode of Command Prompt Comedy. Command Prompt Comedy is the tech news show that you can listen to anytime, anywhere. And this show is powered by Anchor. If you hear that little thing at the end of this podcast, it means that this podcast was made with Anchor. You make your own podcast, do it yourself with, like Project D-Mind does,
highly
right here
recommend
on
it.
the thing. We do. I highly recommend it. It's great. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Sorry for you Periscope fans who are waiting for this on Periscope. We just didn't have time. We don't have enough phones, and we don't have enough everything here with us today. Which is kind of an abrupt episode.
This is kind of a special setup, and Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come back to it.
Maybe we'll come back. Tell us in
People
the
on YouTube
comments.
Might see.
Yeah.
For the people on Anchor, they'll have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
They can't see anything,
Watch
nothing's
our
changed.
YouTube video to find out more. But if you like this setup and you want to see us back here again, let us know. Put a comment, like this video, put it in the comments below. For Anchor people, send us a thing on Anchor's app. I think that's the only way you can get a hold of us. Or actually, and I'll have this up before the end of the show, you can email us at Command Prompt Comedy. Either Command Prompt Comedy at Project DeepMind or Command Prompt Comedy at pdmtech.org. You can send an email there and we'll get it, and it'll come in our inboxes, and we'll probably read it.
No, I thought it was
And-
We will read it.
at gmail.com.
Yeah, but I created an alias that sends email to. See, I'm pretty smart. Sends email to our main email boxes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your Friday.
OtakuNet.